Oh, yes! They finally did it! We got our first event of the year, and whoo, did they nail it out of the park. Well, they did a really great job at the second half. First half, kind of boring. Let's just talk about it. Okay, so first thing we have to talk about is, well, everything in order, essentially. So we started off with TV Plus trailers.
Wow.
That was not fun. Then we moved straight to iPhone, and the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro, actually, here comes the shocking part, the iPhone 13 Pro is also affected by this, got a new green color. So not only can you get the new iPhone 13 in green, you can also get the iPhone 13 Pro in green too. Yay for those of you who like green. And then we got the iPhone SE 3, and unfortunately we had a slight price hike. It rose by $30. Okay, I know it's not that much, but still, it got a price hike nonetheless, and that's kind of sad, especially for the iPhone SE, which is supposed to be the affordable one. What did the iPhone SE get? New chip. It got the A15 chip. It got 5G. Pretty much nothing else has changed. Next up on the list, and this is actually a real shocker. I mean, I expected this product to come, but I did not expect what it was equipped with to be coming. We got the new iPad Air. It's available in new colors, but that's not the crazy part about the iPad Air. We expected it to get these new updates. Here's what else we got with it. We also got it to come with the M1 chip.
What?
I mean, the iPad Pro was already a little overpowered with this M1 chip. Put it in an M1 iPad Air. Now the iPad Air is a little overpowered for what iPad OS can take advantage of. Absolutely crazy. That is nuts. N-U-T-S.
Nuts.
And then the iPad Air also got its extra features that it was lacking compared to the other iPad models, like 5G. And also center stage. Thank you. We finally have center stage on all iPads, and that was proudly announced too. Alright, that's enough of mobile devices. It's time to start talking about, well, the desktop in the room, or the Mac in the room. We were expecting at least one Mac, and I was correct in my predictions. I was expecting at least one Mac. But I did not expect them to announce A, an entirely new chip, and B, this Mac that I'm about to talk about. But first, let's talk about the chip. So evidently, Max is now not the ultimate version anymore. It's now the M1 Ultra. 4 chips. We got M1, M1 Pro, which is what I have in my 16-inch MacBook Pro, M1 Max, and now the M1 Ultra. By the way, if you put the M1 Ultra next to the regular M1 chip, the M1 chip just looks so minuscule. We now have a 20-core CPU. This includes, the M1 Ultra. It's basically 2 M1 Maxes put together. So if you need me to tell you the specs, fine. Here we go. We have 20 CPU cores, which includes 16 high-performance cores, 4 high-efficiency cores. Why? It's because it's literally 2 M1 Maxes put together. We also have 64 GPU cores. Why do we have this many? It's absolutely nuts. Other things like the media encoders for ProRes and such, now there's 4 of them, because again, it's literally 2 M1 Maxes put together. Anywho, enough of this. We now need to talk about 2 more things, and well, the Mac Studio. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how awesome this thing is. First of all, it can be equipped not just with the M1 Studio, but M1 Studio. Oh geez, Apple, your marketing team. It has the M1 Ultra. It can be equipped with the M1 Ultra, but it also can be equipped with the M1 Max if you're on a tighter budget, like, I don't know, yours truly. This computer can be equipped with both of that. The memory can range with 32 gigs as the default standard, and you can equip it all the way up to 128 gigs, like you can upgrade it to 128 gigs. The form factor is basically a Mac Mini, but taller, like maybe 2 Mac Minis tall, I'll say. And then here's the biggest part that actually interests me the most. You see, I'm not looking for power anymore, and that's because I got my 16-inch MacBook Pro with the M1 Pro. The M1 Pro is already overkill for a lot of what I do. What I'm really looking for is connectivity, and that was actually one of the 3 bullet points that Apple brought up with this new Mac that they were trying to target. Performance, which they absolutely nailed. Modularity. Connectivity, which is why I haven't gotten the Mac Mini yet. I needed more USB-C ports and more ports in general. What do we have? We have 4 Thunderbolt 4s minimum, and if you get the M1 Ultra chip, you can get up to 6. This is the first Mac ever, aside from the Macro, that has come with 6 Thunderbolt ports. Finally! Why have we always had to stick with 4? We also got 2 Type A's, an HDMI 2.0, Thunderbolt's the superior standard in case you forgot. The same headphone jack that our new MacBook Pros have. It supports high impedance headphones now. Yay! We also have an SD card slot. Photographers, you might like that. I personally do not care because I barely even use it. And a 10 gigabit Ethernet networking port. That is awesome. I mean, the connectivity on this thing, mwah, I'm ready to buy it, except it costs $2,000 bare minimum, and that's with a binned M1 Max chip. I don't like binned chips because I know if it's binned, that means it's not exactly up to spec. I actually am putting this on my shopping list. Unless Apple comes out with the Mac Mini that has better connectivity than what the current one has. And then alongside the Mac Studio, we got a new studio display in. It's cool, but there's just a lot of things that are just making it hard to justify that price. I like the even bezels all the way around the thing. It's a 27-inch display, not 32 inches. I value screen real estate, so I'm not exactly impressed, but okay, 27 inches. It's a fairly big screen. USB-C hub on the back with the Thunderbolt port for connectivity that can also charge your laptop. Comes with 3 different stand options. The basic stand that the 24-inch iMac has. Pro stand-like stand. It's not the exact Pro stand, but it's something like it. I don't know. A Pro stand-like stand that allows it to also adjust height, but it's not the Pro stand. Yeah, this is gonna work. And then the vase mount option. Oh, and the monitor costs like $1,600. But what about the specs of the monitor? It's pretty much the exact same panel that was on the 5K iMacs. It's literally the exact same panel. There's nothing much spectacular about it. It's 27 inches. It's got the same specs that the iMacs had. Same refresh rate, same pretty much everything. It's not exactly that impressive of a display, and it costs $1,600. Much better than $5,000. And it actually comes with the stand. But I'm sorry, the kind of tech that display is, I can't really justify that big of a price tag. But anywho, yeah, these are pretty much the things that came out. Are there any items that I want in this list? Pretty much the Mac Studio. That's essentially it. Except, alright, that's pretty much a Apple event in a nutshell video like I usually do. So yeah, thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with the stuff below. My name is DeWolf, Random Alpha, signing out.